it, and I'll just be more succinct. Right, I'm just going to say roughly the same thing. Right, you're doing really, really well with the lower part of the face. You've really captured his expression. Now, what we've got to move away from is like, and you suggested it when you were talking to me just now, is that you are worried about what he looks like. So the minute you start worrying about it, it means that it's taken over. So what we need to do now is go, okay, you've just put 2 bits of oil on there, really. You few bits of oil. The forehead's looking great. His eyes, you just need to soften them up a bit because they're too imposing. They don't need to be they're in the right place, but it gives you a false, you know, that's what's making you think that it doesn't look like Brian, because his eyes are just, they're too strong. I mean, the color, you know, it's dark. So you just want to put the colors, so the colors, if you look at the photograph again, you'll see that the colors are congruent with the rest of the face. At the moment, they're too dark. So if you just lighten that off, it looks really great. It's really, you must be pleased. You're doing really well, really, really well. So, but it's good that you're not completely pleased, because that's part of the process. So what you want to do is like work on the background, get oil paint on the whole canvas, and then do the work you did on the flags. Really amazing, because you've been looking at the shadows and trying to, with the acrylics, just use this. You can use the same, do exactly the same thing with the oils. What I mean is like you've got exactly the right idea, the way that you're looking at it. So just get some oil on the rest of the painting, and you'll get a better sense of it then, because it's the whole image works together, and it's going to be great. Actually, it's going to be really, really great. So just to reiterate those 3 points: 1, soften down the eyes a bit by putting some of the like burnt umber and stuff like on the forehead. Put it on, okay. Put it into, you know, use that, soften up his eyes. They're in the right place. Absolutely fine. Have another look at the bridge of his nose and see what you think. The position of the nose is good. The position of the mouth is, and nose, and in relation, you've really got that. So that's it. And then work on the background, the jacket, the shirt, and just get oil paint on the whole canvas. That's the net between now and Friday. And then, and between now and Friday, get your silly zoom. But what I do suggest is you just, with the zoom, is take it off. So just delete it off the computer and then go to Google or whatever and get it again. So you won't lose your your sign in stuff, as long as you can remember your sign in stuff.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, so that's my suggestion. Yeah, and keep looking while you're doing the background. Just keep looking at the dimensions of the shirt, the tie, etc., etc. Then you see try to avoid zooming in too much into the image as you're painting it, because that can come later. It's more about like getting a feel for the whole picture, which you've got. It's just that it will change. It will be, you know, you'll get this congruency across the whole image. Does that all make sense? Yeah?
Yeah, last night, I don't know what it was got into me. I was just thinking, I was just sitting there and I'm like, I'm not going to be able to get this, I don't think. I was just sitting in my chair, and I just started hitting. I'm like, what the hell have I done?
No, it's improved. You've definitely improved the painting.
Yeah, I thought so too. But
But the thing to do, Kip, is just make a note of like when you feel like you do, and then just go, what is, what is this? What is it? I was making up a stretching a canvas this afternoon, and all my things were breaking. My stapler kept jamming up, my plumbing, and I just thought, am I just going to just stop doing this? I did keep going and finish one of the canvases, but I felt like kind of exhausted and blah, blah, blah. And then I knew I'd come back to, then I thought, oh, I said 4 o'clock to Kit. So I came back here and just happens. The main thing is just to keep going. And the main, also, yeah, just keep going, leave it, come back, leave it, come back. There's absolutely nothing wasted on that painting. There is none of that painting that hasn't got a learning point. So that's the other thing. Just that reminding outlook, which is painting a picture is a series of problems. It's later on that it becomes art. I found somebody else quoted that the other day as well. So it isn't. It's like it's a really good way to look at it. So if you think about your own life, and because we've always got frigging problems, how do we approach it? Well, probably the same way as we do with the painting, in as much as you go, I can't do that, and then you walk away and leave it. So actually, for us to, for you to get to a point where Brian's awesome, then, that just shows that's what we've got to do with all these other things we're doing, like the business, etc., isn't it?
mm-hmm.
Speech thingy. I did a speech. Yeah, it's on. I could share it with you, couldn't I? But I did a speech yesterday. I'm ahead of, I'm ahead on the module, so I just did it, and it was really hard, but at the same time I did it, and it was great when I'd done it, because that's why I'm doing it. But I'm not doing it because I'm going to find it easy. What's the point? Paying another bundle of money to do something that isn't difficult. There's no point. So it's the same with it. It's the same with this, but it's the same with everything, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Reckon?
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's